What's going on, guys? So we're about 2 weeks into our winter season where we really slow down. We do have jobs trickle in when it's super warm. We maybe work 1 to 2 days a week, but we really take this time of year, especially if it's not snowing. We do a lot of property management stuff, and we also dial into all of our equipment. Maintenance, oil changes, power washing. I mean not just cleaning it, but waxing, the fine details you can't do in the middle of July. Especially all of our equipment. Everything gets tagged and winterized, all the mowing stuff. You'll see we put Sta-Bil, Seafoam, premium fuel, oil, spark plugs, air filter. We go over absolutely every machine, from the string trimmers to the mowers to the generators, everything. Everything gets done. So, like I said, this is usually our slow season. If it gets warm, jobs come in, and we do work. Like I said, if it's warm, there is kind of stuff I keep off for the winter to just move things around and get things going, which is fine. Again, it's the priority now is just to get everything ready for that spring rush that comes end of February. But like I said, it's, you know, it's nice to not have the work, but it's also nice to get all the very important things done so you don't have issues in the middle of the summer. We, like I said, we really dial into everything from maintenance to equipment to trucks, trailers, even office stuff. The bigger you grow, you'll be as busy in the off season as you are in the summer. And that's one thing I have learned over the last few years. So just gonna get some stuff done here. I got a lot of clips on, you know, fixing things, doing oil, you know, washing. So stay tuned, guys. I'll kind of show you what I do here, and what we do here is kind of how it happens for the next couple weeks. You know, I'm not out here 8 hours a day. You know, I got little kids, so I like to work half a day and then spend time with them and shut down. So stay tuned. So one thing I like to use too, guys, is, so this video, like I said, I've been out at, this is about a couple days long technically, but throwing it all in on one video. Wash, wax, everything. Now I'm on the trucks and trailers. I'll show you. So usually I wax everything once a season. I don't go crazy. Everything gets washed at least once or twice a week. Or not twice a week, once a week or every other week. But usually waxing, I just do in the off season, or maybe in the summer if we're off one weekend. It just gets too hectic, too dirty, too crazy. But everything in our fleet does stay top notch, clean. We're not looking dirty ever. I use this one product called Shine Armor Fortify. It's like a quick coat of wax, and you'll see I did the 1F250, came out beautiful. I've been using this stuff for about 2 years. I don't even know if you can tell with the glare, but, and then this truck has not been done yet, but just to show, like I said, guys, this stuff's good. It's not expensive. Yes, you're not, you know, I don't have a bar of wax and doing it the right way. Some of this spray stuff is cheap, but this stuff I use, I get off Amazon. It has amazing, couple thousand reviews. It's not expensive. It's just a quick coat, and it makes everything look good, and it stays looking good too. Just one other cleaning product I like to use when we're doing everything for the winter, and this is like trucks, trailers. It's good for the plastic, everything. So just getting after it, you know. So another thing we like to do is clean out these dump beds. Dump trailer, dump truck, and this is a dump insert. So you guys that have an insert know underneath, you can get all kinds of funk and junk underneath there. I'm gonna show you kind of what I like to do every so often when I remember, but definitely this time of year where we are doing all of our detailed cleanups. raise the bed. And then clean all this stuff out everywhere. Leaves, sticks, mulch, rocks, you got it all in here this time of year. So that's one thing we like to do. I'll blow all this out, and I'll do it to all the other dumps too. I mean, yeah, the dump truck and the dump trailer, there's no bottom, but still there's stuff underneath there, guys. And this is like our shop blower, Echo DPB 2500 electric. So we use this for shop type stuff. So, like I said, I like to get up there and really blow this out. It's hard to do this one-handed, so I'm gonna shut it off here, but this whole section gets blown out, power washed, cleaned out, everything, and then we grease the boom here and all that kind of stuff. So, another thing that takes a while to do, but like I said, right now we're doing detailed work on everything. This truck just got very, very finely washed, waxed, everything. It's awesome. You know, makes you proud of kind of everything you have if you keep it clean and working. So, and one big thing I'm really 100% for is getting non-skid floors on your trailer gates. So both of our trailers here, this is the landscape enclosed trailer, and this is like the mowing full maintenance closed trailer. Right now everything's mixed up because we're storing everything for the winter. Aerators, backup push mowers, whatever. Anyway, the floors and the trim is all just cheap wood floor paint. I don't go fancy inside. It's just cheap paint to protect the wood, but the outside on both trailers we use the non-skid. So in the past, when it was wet out, I've almost ate it a million times, and right before I brought someone on, I just always thought of that, you know, if someone slips and smashes their face or something. Non-skid floors. The non-skid paint is pretty expensive, I'll be honest with you. So that's why I only use it for the floors or the gates of the trailers. I'm sorry, the gates of the trailers, just the gates. The paint is pretty expensive. So I use it on all the gates, and then on the inside, we just do the trim and we just do the floor. It's just cheap gray. I'm pretty sure these cans were on discount or something. They were cheap gray paint. It matches this year, whatever. The other year it was white, who cares? It's the inside. And again, guys, I've said in previous videos, I could care less if you paint the walls purple or blue or black or whatever. Listen, you see all this stuff on those nice walls you see people paint? It's gonna get scraped up. If you're actually working, you know, you're a company, it's gonna get scraped up, ruined, destroyed. You got employees, it happens. You know, you're hanging stuff up, you're pulling stuff off the wall. I could care less about the walls. The ceilings, I do have American flags stapled to the roofs. Old flags from my house where you've had, you know, have to replace them. So besides that, like I said, guys, non-skids on both the gates, basic wood floor paint on the insides. That's all, and it does go a long way. And a big thing too is I fix all the wood panels, you know, over time from moving the mower as these panels move. So all this is painted, 2 coats, good to go for the spring. So that's that, it's done in there. Next, we're gonna be pulling spark plugs and air filters and all the equipment, and I'll get some of that out there to show you guys in a minute. Another big thing I like to do in the off season, and it takes some time, is sharpening all of the blades that we have. So we have this Magnamatic 8200. We're gonna put more videos out there on it soon. But every mower, all the blades are off, and each mower has fresh blades for the spring. All of these blades and here are all backups, or, you know, if you're moving in the morning and you don't have time to sharpen blades, I have probably a dozen sets here as backups. With that, I also have an extra set in each trailer. So say, you know, someone hits something, you know, and you know you hit something when you hit it. That blade's done, it's toast. So instead of coming all the way back here to pick one up, you know, there's one in the trailer. So each trailer has a set of blades, And then on here, these are all of like the backup, spare, whatever blades, you know, we're working on. So I'll kind of show you guys like the final touches with the vehicles and the trailers and all that. I mean, it's white, so you probably can't tell, but everything is washed and waxed and wiped down. All the outside is. And we started the inside, well, I did the inside on this truck here in the front. I mean, to the minor details, like this took about a half hour alone. Haven't gotten to the back yet. Everything gets wiped down and clean. And it really comes down to just taking care of your stuff, you know, and having good running, clean equipment. That's, you know, that's what you work for. But trailers, I mean, this trailer here is one of our original trailers, and actually it's not the original, one of them. It's like a 2020. Looks brand new. Yeah, it has nicks and scrapes in it, but washed every week, every other week, waxed a few times a year. Everything looks clean, guys. It stays clean. This trailer's done. That's done. Even our old snow trailer, which is now for storage slash snow commercial. It's used once in a while, but mainly for storage now. And then one thing I just got done, I'll show you back here, is this is an old shed that came with our property, and we keep all of the tools in here, hand tools. We have rakes, extra baggers, tires, pitchforks, shovels, overseating, you know, the spreaders, backup bags here. We got a new accelerator bagger. This is okay. Needs a little bit of work, like a little bit of organizing with spare stuff, just stuff like that. This is the stuff that we get, everything that has a warranty on it. Like all of our hand tools, all of our rakes, everything will have like that Cobalt 15-year warranty or lifetime warranty, whatever. So if there's any ever issues, you just replace it. But all this stuff stays outside during the season. But if we don't have any work, like no mulch for 3 months, I'm not going to leave equipment out. You know, we're not scooping stone in the next near future. So none of that stays outside. So that's one big thing I am on, is just keeping everything in. Some people have those open trailers, whatever. You know, it's no big deal. Do what you want to do. But when we're closed down, you know, 5, 6 days out of the 7 days a week, everything stays inside and just take as you need it. So this is like, again, a falling apart type shed that we use just for hand tools, little things like that, that can sort of kind of be in the weather, you know, because there's no door here. So that's that, guys. And besides that, you know, we keep all the wheelbarrows covered here with tarps. It's the best, you know, you do the best that you can with what you got. These are all wheelbarrows that I'm currently working on right now that need fixing. Our mulch, a little bit of mulch from the fall stays covered, brown mulch, black's up there. You just do what you can with what you got, guys. You got to try your best to take care of your stuff. You know, back here, we have like the ladders over here held up. You know, we have buckets up there that I'm repairing, wheelbarrows, just going over everything for the spring. So when that spring rush hits, you're ready to go, you know. So besides that, working on a few other things next week, oil changes, a couple other things like that, and then everything should be winterized. So we'll see. With that, guys, I think that's about it. There's always so much to do. The bigger you grow, the more equipment that you obtain. It's just, it kind of feels like it never ends, and each winter it gets harder and harder, to be completely honest with you, with maintaining equipment, double checking everything, fixing everything broken from the summer. But guys, cleaning, maintenance, the stuff that's overlooked, all of it down to just clean. I think that's everything. There's so much more that's gonna come up, so much more on our list. I'll make other videos if there's anything longer than a few minutes on certain things that we do, but really make sure you go over your equipment and get everything ready, because right now it's mid-January, and I tell you what, spring will be here soon. So thanks for watching, guys.